Good morning, Slop Nation, and welcome to Slop Shop. This is a new podcast hosted by myself, Harvey Mulvihill. It's about the happenings of the internet, and it is your one-stop shop for slop. Sloppers, today is day one for me of quitting nicotine, and I'm fucking homicidal. Usually when I get dark, I go suicidal, but today I'm feeling angry, feeling pissed off. I feel like I don't want to do anything. I feel like doom scrolling, and constantly over and over the same feeling I get is like it's the desire, like I'm missing something. It's the thought that I'm missing something, and then I follow up that thought with like, wait, what's it? What? Oh, that's right. I want to hit my vape right now. I'm reaching into my pocket, literally reaching into my pocket without thinking about it, and being like, oh, right, there's no jewel in there anymore. It's fucking brutal. One of the few vices that I had left, one of the few pleasures that I took in this life, it's gone. Gone. Why is it gone, Slops? Well, I'm glad you asked. Actually, I'm not glad you asked. Fuck you. It's gone because I am getting jaw surgery on May 4th. May the 4th be with you. And but quick little tangent sidebar there. The two dates I had to tell my employer when I was leaving and coming back from work, and it just had whatever 5 weeks came out to be. 5/4, May the 4th be with you, to 6/7. Pretty good. May the 4th to 6/7, baby. It's my life. My life is a. I mean, that's just. Isn't that kind of cosmically perfect? It's slop. It's just slop. My life is slop, even when it's unintentional, which, it's kind of, it's harrowing and beautiful at the same time. Anyway, I had to shave for my pre-op appointment, as you might, if you're my beloved video watchers are painfully aware of. My dad was like, dude, no, I bet you that like most people won't even notice at work. And 100% of everyone that I encountered was like, Jesus Christ, why the fuck did you shave? I got to have the conversation over and over of, I had a pre-op appointment for jaw surgery. I had to shave. God, dude, my life it's so fucking difficult. No, but the nicotine thing, you got to give me that. That is tough. That is tough. Anyone that has tried to quit nicotine in the past, it's brutal. I have had experience quitting successfully, which is obviously funny, just calling it successful in that I proceeded to pick it back up. But I quit for like a year. I've been a nicotine fiend since I was a sophomore in high school. I used to dip. I dipped for 6 years, and then I dipped and vaped, and then I just vaped, and then I vaped and smoked cigarettes. But it was just various flavors of nicotine forever. So again, since I was like 16. So, it's been my life. It's been part of my life for a very long time. The last time that I quit, quote unquote, quit successfully for about a year was when I got my wisdom teeth pulled out. It was actually the very beginning. The jaw surgeon that I'm going to on May the 4th be with you is the same guy that pulled 8 of my fucking teeth when I first got this whole ball rolling about 5 years ago. 5 years ago, Slops. I was a young gun. I was a young gun, and I was full of cum and teeth. I had too many teeth, and so they ripped those shits out of my head. And they told me, you cannot drink through a straw, you cannot vape, you cannot smoke. Otherwise, you'll get dry sockets. And if you do a little click clacking on the internet, if you do some research, dry sockets are like one of the most painful. It's like top 3 most painful things a human can experience or something, short of like cock and ball torture and giving birth. So you don't want those. So I was like, all right, well, I cannot vape. So therefore, I will not. Right? Cannot, will not. I just couldn't, so therefore I didn't. You know what I mean? And I remember it not being that bad. I remember it being like rough for a half a day. And then I was like, fuck it, whatever, it's fine. And then whatever, a year later, I don't even remember what happened, but I just got bored and decided to pick it back up. Cut to my second sort of experience. This is not a quitting story. This is just a nicotine story. Thinking a lot about nicotine slops because I'm fucking fiending. I lost my Juul at the ranch. I was at the ranch with my family. Could not find the fucking Juul. Those things are invisible. Tiny little black rectangles. And they slip out of your pocket like a magician's coin. You know what I mean? Or something. They're discreet, they're small. Just as like a fun little piece of history here for you. The people who created Juul were not like, they didn't have like a smoking or vape background. They were Apple guys. So they wanted it like compact and sexy and sleek. And they changed the game completely. I never got over the Juul thing, by the way. Everyone graduated to disposables. I fucking hated disposables every single time. They were gross. They are gross. And here's the problem. With a disposable, you don't know really what you're getting. I never got to the point where, I guess maybe potentially if you figure out what you like, you can just buy that over and over. But it doesn't seem like that's the vibe. It seems like you go into a vape store and you point at one that sounds vaguely tasty, and then you spend $35 and they hand you the thing, and then you hit it once and you go, ah, fuck, it sucks. And then you're locked into this. You have a week's worth of fucking vape, or 2 week, whatever, I don't know, a long time with this thing that sucks ass and that you just spent money on. Is there an immediate return policy? You have to like tear it out of the fucking package, right? So I would always get screwed. I hate sweet vape flavors. I want something mellow, kind of menthol-y, minty. Every single thing that I ever tried on a disposable was too sweet, sucked ass, hated it. So I would just go back to Juul. I would try to venture out, try to be like a trend following fucking queer, and then I would get tired of it, say fuck this, it's not even hitting the way that I want to. I'm gonna go to all reliable, which is the Juul. Brothers and sisters in Christ, the thing never lets you down. It's the goddamn same every time. It's the same shit every time. It's discreet. It fits in your pocket really well. It doesn't create a giant fuck you cloud of vape smoke. Vapor. It checks all the boxes. The only issue is that it falls out of your pocket constantly and you lose it. So anyway, I was a Juul man. Was a Juul man all the way through for years and years and years. Cannot begin to think about how many pods I must have bought over my tenure as a Juul man. It's a fucking lot. That's my estimate. It's a fucking lot. Those puppies are $20 a 4-pack, and I went through a pod a day for years and years and years and years. You do the math. I don't know. A lot of money spent on those shits. Not to mention losing them and having to buy new devices. QT, by the way, shouts out QT, they would do this thing where they would charge, or the company Juul would like, they're like, all right, similar to a game console, it doesn't matter if we are making money. We don't need to be earning on the console itself because we will eventually make money on the games. They have the same philosophy for the devices. Or they tried that theory out. They were like, it doesn't matter if we eat, 50% on the device, because once you get these fuckers hooked, it'll be Pod City for the rest of time. So that was their thinking. So they would do these sales where they would sell the devices for $2.99, like $3. Maybe it's $3.50. An absurdly low amount of money. And they just, maybe they anticipated, but they didn't understand that I don't think they were hooking new people as much as they were just selling existing Juul users infinite devices. I had infinite devices because of that exploit, and they would try to circumvent the hackers, the modders like myself, with a one device per purchase limit. But then the person working at QT just didn't give a fuck. Like he would try to ring up two, and it would go bang, bang, and he'd be like, "Ah, shit, sorry, man, I can only do one." And I'd be like, "Can you just do them separately?" He's like, "Oh yeah, sure." He just close one transaction, scan the next one for the next transaction. I'd swipe my card each time. Shouts out to I've done that unironically 5 times. I would get like 3 to 5. Okay, maybe not 5 times. I done it like 2 or 3 times, and I'd get 3 to 5 devices each time. The person never had a fucking issue with it. Shouts out QT. QT, goated gas station. Absolutely fucking goated. There is not even a comparison. For a minute, Racetrack was in the running. I went to a racetrack recently. It's dog, water, ass compared to QT. It's just not. It's not on the same. Not on the same fucking wavelength, man. QT just like they run a tight goddamn ship, dude. You never are waiting in line for more than 60 seconds. Like they do not play around. They have the double register, and they usually have 2 people behind there. And if they have like the moment they a whiff of a line emerges, another person fucking apparates from the back. They would presumably just like, I don't know, washing taquitos back there with the toothbrush, making sure they were clean and ready to go. I don't know what they were doing back there, but they get, again, a whiff of a line, and they're there. It's wonderful. It's really, really something. Not to mention the place is fucking clean. It's relatively inexpensive. The bathrooms are good. They're not a nightmare. They're not like Bucky's level incredible, but they're good. I was thinking about that. Speaking of Bucky's, I don't know this for a fact, but I have to imagine that Bucky's hires a full-time male and female bathroom person, attendant. And like that is literally your entire job all day. You do an 8-hour shift just cleaning the bathroom all day, never doing any like you are. There's my point is that because of the reputation of that place, like it doesn't. It's vitally important to have someone literally there around the clock to clean the thing constantly. There's never a fucking dirty stall. Every time someone squats and takes a shit, there's a bathroom attendant there to make sure they wiped it down. It's really something. Bucky's is next level. But we're not talking about Bucky's, dude. As soon the moment that Bucky's starts putting, smaller versions of Bucky's in and around the city, we'll have another we'll have another conversation. Would they do that, you think? Would they do like a QT size Bucky's? Probably not. Because there's no money in it. For the same reason Walmart stopped doing the neighborhood Walmart thing. Maybe those still exist, but the ones next to me have been eradicated. They're like, why don't we just open a smaller store and make less money? Nah, let's not do that. Let's open up another giant one and make a lot more money. You know what just happened to me, sloppers? I just had a nicotine craving. You just watched it happen in real time in that last sentence. If keen-eyed viewers might be able to see a change in my tone, a change in my mood shift. It's such a bizarre thing. I watched a video that was like, within 24 hours, like 90% of the actual nicotine in your body is gone. And then within 36 hours, it's like 98% gone. So it's just the psychology of it. Just the psychology, dude. It's a thinking man's game. And I'm a thinking man. Some would consider me a leading mind in this space, in any space, any space that I enter. People look upon me for direction. You know, it's a load that I have to bear. I have to kind of sort of support the group think. The group turns to me and they go, Harvey, what should we do? And I go, That's what a leading mind does. They don't say their piece right away. They think on it for a moment. And then they say, they lead with direction. They lead by example. And that's what I do. So, any of you guy who quits nicotine and immediately starts shitting on everyone who's still addicted to nicotine. Any of you pathetic, weak-willed mongrels who are still hitting a vape, I cannot imagine that lifestyle. Pathetic. Simply quit. It's the easiest thing in the world. I'm not doing it today. Therefore, everyone else that does it is, in fact, it's a disgusting habit, everyone. Disgusting habit. And it's costly, unhealthy, and frankly, it's gross. Get it out of your pocket, throw it into the garbage, or do what I do. Do what I did 3 hours ago, and I had to go through every room in my home and find all my little hidey holes and put them all in a fucking bag and bring it to my friend's house. And I just handed him the thing. Congrats, like, here you go, buddy. 7 Juul devices, something like 8 or 9 menthol 5% pods, I think 11 chargers, 2 packs of cigarettes, and like 7 lighters. I emptied my house of all my paraphernalia. It's all gone. Last night, by the way, I had my one last hurrah thing with cigarettes. I did my thing with cigarettes, by the way, because I was in, you know, back before I conquered this, back before when I was a weakling like you all, when I was a pathetic, weak-minded ape like you all, like everyone here still listening to this, that that poisons their body with nicotine. Pathetic, as I said earlier. When I was like you all, the cigarettes thing, I never smoked in real life. I just, you know, I hated and hate the smell of cigarettes on my clothes. So I would never do it like day to day. I would only exclusively do it with like my friends and into the night. At the very end of the night, right before I go to bed, I'll go and rip a cigarette or two. And time after time, I'd found that the idea of the cigarette, this is not me being cunty anymore. Earlier, I was being cunty, ironically. This is me being cunty for real. The idea of the cigarette is always better than the actual cigarette, which is just 1,000% true. The idea of the cigarette, though, is really good. It's very enticing. So anyway, last night I brought what the remainders of my pack, I think I had 7 cigs in there, and my brother took 1 and I took 6. I just chain smoked 6 cigarettes back to back. I've literally never done that in my entire life. I was like hoping to make myself sick so that I wouldn't want them anymore, but I didn't get sick. All that happened was that I was like, I don't really want this 6th one. Oh well, fuck it. This is my last night. So I went out with a bang. And then I got rid of all my stuff, man. It's gone now. So my plan is to take this shit one day at a time and not make any big declarations, but I am hoping to be done with nicotine for forever at this point. It's been something, honestly, it's just kind of a blessing that I have this surgery to point at to give me a reason to quit. Because I had like literally zero desire to quit before this. There was no part of me that wanted to quit even. I would have smoked and vaped for another several years likely. But here I am, a new man with a fresh face because I'm nicotine free, baby. Nicotine free since I woke up this morning at the crack of 10:45 a.m. And immediately upon arising, I was like, fuck. I didn't actually have the conscious thought of like, I can't vape. My first thought was, where's my vape? I really like to hit my vape. Before this day even has a moment to get started, I would like to just rip nicotine into my blood system. Blood system? Yeah. I also just like let the wheels the wheels off. I've been really good with the food recently, but I was like, brother, today you do whatever you want to do. I don't give a fuck what you eat. I don't give a fuck what you watch. I don't give a fuck what you do. I just want you to not hit your vape and not smoke a cigarette. So that's still my plan. And I'm happy to report, Slops. I never finished my ranch story. Okay, really quickly. Actually, this might take some time. Settle in. What am I trying to be quick for? There's actually no reason to be quick. So you fucking clicked on the video. You clicked on the podcast. Settle in. No, it's a quick story. It is a quick story. It is a quick story though. Was at the ranch and I forgot my goddamn vape. I was with my family. I didn't forget it. I had it. I would never have forgotten it. I've never forgotten my vape. Not once have I forgotten it in my home or the place that I was at. It is my number one. Dart hand into the pocket. Check it's there. Great. Dart hand in the pocket 2 hours later. Dart hand in the pocket. Still there. Great. And obviously also I know it's there because I'm hitting it constantly. So anyway, I darted hand in pocket. Day 2 of 3-day ranch trip. No vape. Ah, shit. Where'd I put it? Fuck. Go over to where the charger is. The charger that I leave at the ranch, which I will now have to throw away because it is of no use to me anymore. Not on the charger. Go to the previous pants that I was wearing. Not in the pants. Fuck. Go to the other room. Not another room. Fuck. And I'm just like, you're stranded. You're with your family. You're out in the boondocks. And I cannot find it. And of course, every nicotine fiend will relate to this. You spend the next hour just tearing the entire room apart. Tearing the room apart, going back, retracing your steps. No one ever looks for anything as hard as a vapor's vapor looking for their fucking vape. It's miraculous, dude. We're like a bloodhound. We could honestly deprive a nicotine addict of his nicotine source. You could put that motherfucker on the police force successfully. I'm seeing an initiative that can save us untold dollars in a pet training fund. The pet training fund. The canine training unit development. Just give it to some probably recently sober guy who is really into the nicotine. Or just a fucking regular cigarette smoker. And tell him, you get to smoke a cigarette once you figure out what happened to this lady who's dead on the ground here. Oh, fuck. Okay. Tear that room apart, man. Anyway, couldn't find the goddamn vape. And after looking for it for an hour, I just resigned myself to the fate of, well, I'm just not going to have my vape for a day. It truly was 24, maybe 36 hours. I was like, you know what? We're leaving tomorrow night. So it'll be sometime. I'll probably get home. Maybe I could theoretically buy one on the way home, but like it's gonna be at least 24 hours before I can hit a vape again. And then I just again resign myself to that idea, and then just let in the cravings. I was like, all right, here they come. And they came really hard for almost exactly 24 hours. I had really intense physical cravings. And what I'm experiencing today, where your hand darts into your pocket without you thinking about it, you have the urge to fix something. You're like, what's wrong? Oh, right, I can't vape. The urge exists before the thought, before you remember that you stopped. The urge just appears within you. It's frustrating. But anyway, my big takeaway from that ranch trip was really intense physical cravings for 24 hours. Day 2, almost none. Like day 2, I was fine. And then I got home and I was like, I don't even really want it. But fuck it, I'm going to go back and vape for another year and a half. That was like a year and a half ago, man. But here we are. Now I am forced, my feet are against the fire, forced to quit. And I'm happy, I guess, that I'm quitting. I suppose I'm happy about it. I don't know. Honestly, again, I had no plans. I enjoyed it. It's a pain in the ass to, mostly just at work. It sucked because you have to sneak away and hit your vape outside 500 times a day, which was annoying. Being chained to the thing in your pocket was really fucking annoying. So I'm not going to miss that. But yeah, all the rest of it I enjoyed it for the most part. The nicotine buzz was nice. But here we are, man. So anyway, with that, Slops, we'll get into some slopics now. But if I'm a little bit irritable, if I'm a little bit off kilter this episode, you'll know why. It's because I quit vaping last night at 2 a.m. It was my last cigarette. No, I finished the pack of cigarettes, and then I brought my last Juul up to bed, and I hit it 15 fucking hundred times, and then I was like, okay, it's the last one. Okay, good night. Okay, the theme of this episode, Sloppers, is going to be leaks, because there are 2 prominent stories this week, both involving major potential leaks. The stage has been set. You probably might know, if you've been keeping your ear to the ground, what I'm going to fucking talk about. First, we're going to talk about the fucking, the Avatar movie, man. Okay, so the Avatar The Last Airbender, extraordinarily popular show on Nickelodeon years ago. Come to find out, they have made a feature film with the same beloved... I just had a nicotine craving. I'm going to tell you guys every time it happens. Fucking throwing my train of thought off. Avatar The Last Airbender. One of the most beloved properties of all time. Insanely popular. You fucking know what it is. There's a movie. They made a fucking movie, dude. It's for the same Team Aang or whatever they call it, the Aang Gang. There's a cutesy name for it, but I don't remember. The Aang Gang aged up about 20 years. They made a fucking movie about it, about like their later adventures. I don't think any of the same voice actors reprise their roles, but it's the same characters, and they made a movie. It's called Avatar The Last Airbender again, but 20 years from now. And the crazy thing is, I didn't know a goddamn thing about this because there had been no press for it. There had been no press, no trailer, nothing. Like they were, I think, still just messing around with debating whether or not to put it in theaters, but it was done, in the can, done. And 3-4 days ago, it just shows up on Twitter. On Twitter, the entire film in perfect, stunning HD quality was just tweeted out by a burner account, some guy. And like 4 minutes later, it's taken down by Paramount. But once you do, fucking thousands of other accounts already downloaded this shit and they start tweeting it out, and then it's just wildfire. It's fucking everywhere. The entire film in stunning HD quality, just pirated, stolen, tweeted out before a trailer for the film had been released. I've never ever seen this. You hear about leaks, but again, before like even the marketing machine got started, got moving, there was no hype for this film. I hadn't heard a peep about it. Most people, I'm betting, listening to this didn't know it existed. If you hadn't been on Twitter this week, it's like the biggest. It's like a easily tens of millions of dollars mistake. Whoever fucked up, someone fucked up big time. The original, I looked into it a little bit. The original guy, there was this dude who was blackmailing, like the Joker, blackmailing Paramount because one of their staffers accidentally emailed him the entire, like, the MOV file. He was like, I'm gonna fucking release it if you don't pay me, or if you don't drop a trailer for this or something. He was like blackmailing them. And then he would cut little snippets out of the film and post them to prove that he had the footage. And then they DMCA take down those clips immediately after they're posted, but if it's there for a second, if it's there for 1 second, 1,500 either bot or human accounts will grab it, rip it, repost it. It's how the internet works. So they couldn't possibly get to everything. It is actually impossible to extinguish the spread of a leak like this. It is actually impossible. It's fruitless. You, as a company, you're going to want to try to do that. And it probably honestly is the move to at least make an effort. Make an effort to stomp out, like especially the most popular ones. One of the, here's the, it was one of the original ones. Here's the entire Last Airbender movie in full HD quality. Burner account, and it had, hundreds of thousands of likes, tons, like millions of views. So, take down the big ones that everyone's seeing, the ones that catch the algorithm. Take down those, but, make an effort. But it is fruitless and impossible to try to erase it from the internet. You cannot. It is impossible. You cannot do it. So the best move is, again, to take down the big popular ones and then simply figure out what your new game plan is, because your existing game plan has been completely eradicated. Fuck your game plan. It's not, everyone has the movie now. The movie's out. It'd be like, I don't know what the comparison would be. It'd be like if you worked really, really hard on a animated feature film for a beloved property, and thousands of people really poured their heart and soul into this thing, and you are expecting a return on investment because you spent a lot of money paying all these people, and then someone just emailed some asshole and then they tweeted it out, your entire movie, before it got released in theaters or on streaming. It'd be kind of like that, It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. I do feel for the team a bit. I feel for the team a bit. I might watch the pirated thing. Maybe I'll wait. I don't feel super. I've honestly never. I enjoy the show well enough. People suck that show's cock like it's Breaking Bad or something. like it's one of the best shows of all time. It's probably, I will give you that statement with a caveat. You got to give me a caveat. It's one of the best kids shows of all time. It is an excellent piece of animation for children. Like, you got to give me the asterisk, brother. Because it's for babies, brother. It's for babies. It's TVYA. Not a single human dies. There's legitimate emotion and depth, but it's like fucking watching Pokemon or something, man. It's good. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying it's not the 10 out of 10. I don't know. I'm a little jaded. I did a recent rewatch and I enjoyed it all the way through, but I was not like, holy shit, what's going to happen next? Like some prestige drama or something. It's like a kid's show, man. It was enjoyable. It was cute. It's fun. Some good character arcs. Zuko's cool. Come to think of it, it would be cool to see what Zuko's up to in this new animated film. Maybe I should watch it. Wonder what that guy's up to. Just becoming a legitimate Avatar fan during the course of this podcast. Like, actually, even if I wasn't a child, I think I would enjoy it. I think it holds up against the best television shows of all time. I think it has Succession level writing. No, it's just good. It's good. And things can be good, That doesn't make them bad. Just because something is just good doesn't mean I'm saying that it's bad, But people will point at you and say, fuck you. Kill yourself. It's not just good. It's great. It's great. That's part of the reason that I made the decision when I first made a letterbox to only do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't do the half stars is what I'm saying, because when you get that granular with the thing, I think it's a little silly. Is it a 5 or is it a 6? Is it a 3 or a 4? I don't know. It's just like, eh. But if I had to rate the last Airbender show, I would give it a 4 out of 5 because it is very good. And also, I don't know. I'm a fucking hypocrite because, or I'm just a dum-dum because it actually is perfectly between 3 and 4 stars for me. And I was like, if only there was some way to quantify that. But unfortunately, there's not. I have to give it either a 3 or a 4. Unfortunately, no technology exists that allows me to put half of a star in between the other two. Once humans figure that out, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. But until then, it's an 8. I don't know what to tell you. But I don't feel that strongly about it. There's many shits that I've given like a 4. Like a genuine tip of the hat, like, hey man, you're doing great. You're doing great work. You're doing great work. But that don't mean a whole lot to me, But, Drew Gooden, one of my all-time favorite YouTubers. S-tier YouTuber, in my opinion. Incredible, never miss an upload. Most recent one was not great, but if you don't know Drew Gooden, skip to like the one before the most recent one. Most recent one was fine. But anyway, he's a great fucking YouTuber, and Avatar is his favorite show of all time. Even as a highly respected, intelligent adult who's not a crying baby or an anxious 11-year-old. So, what do I know? Why am I shitting on this thing that I like that I gave 4 out of 5? I don't know. The leak. That's where this whole thing originated.
Really, really, really insane. Completely insane. I've never seen such a thing before. Paramount is going to bring the wrath of God. Just had a nicotine craving. Bring the wrath of God upon these poor hackers, these poor innocent little hackers. I'm saying hackers, by the way. I forgot to mention what the second part of the leak story. Guy gets emailed, accidentally a thing. He starts tweeting out the clips to prove that he has it. He starts blackmailing Paramount like the Joker. Other unrelated guy sees all this happening and then goes like, I wonder if that's like I wonder if that file's available somewhere. If it's been passed around via email or Dropbox link or whatever. And he hacks into the Paramount server to find the file and successfully finds it, and then tweets out the entire movie immediately. So he beat the original email guy at his own game, one-upped the whole thing, and just, was like, if we're going to fucking talk about it, let's do it. You know what I mean? That type of mentality, which I respect. Enough chit-chat. Let's get down to it. Let's tweet the thing out, brother. So now it's out there. Have you guys seen it? What do you think of the film? It's on Letterboxd, which is funny. You can rate it on Letterboxd and see what your friends have thought about this movie has not been released yet. That's pretty funny. Letterboxd doesn't have any qualms with that shit. Why would they care? Why would they care? If Paramount's going to bring the long dick of the law upon someone, it's going to be either the hacker or the email guy. It's not going to be Letterboxd. It is funny, though, to advertise to the whole world that you are doing an illegal, illicit act. I gave the Avatar movie 3.5 stars out of 5. It was pretty good. I'm happy that it leaked. Right over here, officer. Do you think I should watch it? Should I watch it, sloppers, or should I fucking wait, man? Like, would I go see that in the theater? I don't know. Oh, here's what I'll know. Here's how I'll know. If actually, I would definitely go see it in theaters because I don't have Paramount Plus, and I don't care to. Does anyone actually legit have Paramount Plus for real? For real? For real, you guys have Paramount Plus for real. It's hard to believe. It's a terrifying prospect. That there's a couple like fake streaming services like the AMC. There's an AMC one. AMC be like, all of our shit's on Netflix, but we also have a streaming service for no reason. So if you want to pay us money, come see it there. I read that Netflix is the only streamer currently that is profitable. Do you remember how long, by the way, that Netflix was not profitable? It was a long fucking time. It took them years and years and years to achieve profitability. So yeah, I just don't see many of these streaming services working out. Paramount Plus will be absorbed or will absorb or something. And there will be like 3. There will be like 3 eventual streaming services. Even Disney Plus is struggling, apparently, which is crazy. But anyway, that's the Avatar movie, man. You guys gonna watch it? How you watched it? Let me know. Leave me a comment. Also, press subscribe or follow, please, on your podcast application of choice. Press follow, brother. Give your boy some love. Please do, for real. Please, for the love of God, please. Shit. Fuck me. I done knocked over my goddamn shit. I also just had nicotine craving. Fuck. Maybe it's fine. No, the continuity. In case we need to cut from the back of the podcast to the front like we always do. I've never done that once. Just kidding. Just kidding. We're rolling with it for now, though. Okay. Yeah, speaking of leaks, sloppers, this was a green text that got posted to 4chan this week. Okay, I've been sitting on this for months and I really can't anymore. I'm a production assistant at Bantam Spectra. Been here for years. I'm not going to post any proof because I actually want to keep my fucking job. The manuscript, by the way, this post is titled The Winds of Winter release date. The manuscript was delivered internally in January 2026. Not a partial, the actual full thing. GRRM, George R. R. Martin, apparently finished it sometime in late 2025, and the silence from his blog has been intentional. Marketing told him to go dark. We have been in full editorial and layout pipeline since February. The official announcement is embargoed until Comic-Con, but we know he's going to announce it on his blog first because he doesn't give a fuck, with the actual release window being around fall. They want those holiday sales. The book is long, like long. Think A Feast for Crows and A Dance with Dragons in one book. I won't say the word count because that alone would identify the source, but it's about 1,600 manuscript pages. People will not be disappointed on that front. The marketing team has been talking about a coordinated campaign that involves HBO, so there's probably content planned to drop alongside the release. I'll let you guys figure that out. I'll check this thread for a bit, but I won't confirm or deny details that could identify me. Don't ask me stupid shit, and yes, John is back. LOL. So, if you're me, and you are me because you're me, you see that come across your timeline, and it's blowing up this week, and you just wholeheartedly believe it. I don't know what it was. I just simply believed it. I'm still hopefully believing it. But I saw it originally and I was like, holy shit, fucking. Well, there's no possible reason that someone would go online and tell a big flub, a big LIE. So therefore, we're getting The Winds of Winter this year. Holy fucking shit. Can't believe it. I just, I liked the tweet and then it like blew up. It got to be trending. And I went to the Reddit and it wasn't even like no one was saying shit. And then I saw another like a reply to this that was like this exact terminology, like bar for bar, this entire several paragraphs was written 2 years ago with the dates changed. So someone's just trolling. It's a fucking troll, bro. Or peaked my fucking audio for this. Or sloppers, is it not fake? Is it in fact 100% real? Because what did George R. R. Martin do when this got a little bit of attraction? He denied it. Denied it, sloppers. Said the book is not in fact coming out this summer. The tweet that made me laugh was, just so you know where the Song of Ice and Fire fandom is at, the original quote unquote leak did nothing to, like, it didn't raise any eyebrows, but the publisher denying the leak, now everyone's in a frenzy. Why would you deny it? What's the point of fucking denying it if it's not real? If it's not 100% real, simply ignore it. If it's not real, why would you deny it though? You know what I mean? Like, you fucking made a point to deny it, therefore it is real, brother, and it's happening. It's been done since January. He's been dark on his blog on purpose. What's funny is, dude, I've preached from the mountaintops about how much of a doomer I am about this fandom, about this book. Like, still to this day, my favorite book series of all time. Storm of Swords is my favorite book of all time. And I've been such a goddamn hating ass bitch. And whenever someone, just to give you some context, favorite book series of all time, the Game of Thrones or the fandom is the most into a thing that I've ever been into. I was obsessed. I was reading the Reddit forum, fan theories, read all the books more than once, love the show. Anyway, I was really into Thrones, right? And then my interest just eventually waned, and there was no updates from the man himself. The show ending sucked. So my fandom just died, brother. I just didn't give a fuck anymore. But then every time something happens like this, and it happens frequently, all of the hopium is just injected straight back into me. And I remember what it was like to be so into that world, you know? For a few minutes, I remember, and I get so excited. I go, holy shit, a new Game of Thrones book. Even though it's never gonna fucking happen. And I know in my true logical brain that is never gonna fucking happen. He's gonna die before another book is released. But when I see things like this, when I see very like impressively written troll green text on 4chan, it all just comes flooding back. So it will never be gone within me, I don't think, you know? I just think it's like it will be a dormant. It's just dormant. My love for Thrones is dormant. Dormant. No, is it dormant? What is it? What's the desert? Dorn. Shit. It's not even close. See, I'm not even a real fan. I haven't read the books in a long time. Oh. We should definitely have this on the set, though. I don't know why it's not here. My little bitty Game of Thrones thing. There's actually a hole right here. Maybe we'll put it here. Anyway, so yeah, I'm filled with hopium now. I can't wait for the new book, man. It's coming out. How crazy would it be if it was real? But if it wasn't real, why would you deny it? Why would you go stoop so low as to deny the thing? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck, right? Simply ignore it. These things happen constantly. As the tweet that I saw, I was like, yeah, dude, we get these shits weekly. They're probably banned on the subreddit. Like, absolutely no posting hopium alleged insider information, because people do it constantly because it gets clicks every time. But the fact they denied it. They denied it, sloppers. Which means it's happening. It's definitely happening. So look forward to book 6 of the Song of Ice and Fire series coming out this year. Can't wait. I shed nicotine craving. Speaking of Avatar slops, the Avatar fan base that I would consider myself a fan of, the other Avatars, that's what we're talking about now. James Cameron has reportedly taken it as a personal slight and as a challenge that Avatar 3 underperformed. This is in my opinion, Avatar 3 is his first L. Not only money wise, but everything wise. The more I think about that movie, the more I hate it. I gave it a 3 both times, but it is the exact same movie as 2. It's fucking crazy that they did that. Crazy that he did that, man. I don't understand why he made the same movie again. It's really bizarre. And like people, the whole thing was that, well, it was one script. It was one giant script that then they split into 2 movies as a sort of excuse. Okay, then why was your script so repetitive? Why did you have the exact same climax twice? Right? If you had this 7-hour mega script and halfway through the movie you have a big battle with the whales and the humans, and then at the end you have a big battle with the whales and the humans in the exact same spot. In the same spot, brother. Then your script is bad. Just cut one of them. And definitely make it the second one, because it's worse. The bigger, dumber one is way worse than the smaller, more contained one. Avatar 2 is a goddamn masterpiece. It's fucking fantastic. The third act of that film is astonishingly good. It is a fucking thrill ride. It's so exciting. If any modern action movie had 10 minutes of the vibes of that third act in their movie, people would consider it like a modern classic. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. The promise of that film, it's called The Way of Water. And the promise of the film is that you'll be exploring the water. And you better bet your bottom dollar that you explore the water in that movie. There is a ton of just swimming and looking and being in the water. It's beautiful. It's stunning. It's the best looking CGI water I've ever seen by far. And it's incredible. The movie's just it's a good vibes fest. There's a little bit of cheese, but it does not take me out of it at all. It is just existing in the world of Pandora in the water. Movie 3. It's called Fire and Ash. The promise of that film is that we'll be doing basically the same thing. We'll be exploring the fire world. All the time that you spend soaking in the good vibes of the water, it's all going to be dark and depressing and Revenge of the Sith final battle now, because we're doing it in a volcano planet, volcano world. And we have all these creepy, weird Na'vi who have learned to adapt, and like you can do so much with that concept. And he just couldn't stay away from the fucking water. He just did water again. It's so weird, man. The fire people are so underdeveloped in that goddamn movie. And the battles are worse. The editing sucks. I think again, one of the strongest elements of the second movie is the editing, which is comical to some people watching because the movie is 3 hours long. But I'm telling you, if you rewatch it, it's like it's exciting. I might be in the minority in thinking that it is never boring, that movie. It is the fastest 3 hours that you'll ever sit through. It feels like it is flying by to me because it's edited perfectly. As soon as a scene gets boring, they cut and put you into the excitement elsewhere, or the great vibes of the water elsewhere or something. There's always something interesting happening. In the third one, that is not the case. It also feels in the third one like they just cut out another hour of screen time. There's a fucking hour missing from this 3.5 hour movie. That's what it feels like. There's just so much missing shit, so many cut scenes. There's this, I saw the movie twice because I hated it the first time and I was like, God damn it. I should give it, fuck it. I'll give it one more chance just to see if I was in a bad headspace or whatever. And I hated it again. So I'm never going to see it again. But both times I saw it. Both times I saw it in the theater. There's a moment when Neytiri is escaping by the skin of her teeth on her pterodactyl from the human city. You know what I'm talking about if you've seen the movie. She's flying. Oh shit, there's like people chasing her. There's like planes and shit chasing her. And she's like barely escaping, and then it just hard cuts and she's escaped. She's got out. She's gone. She's good. And she's like flying over the wilderness now. And you're like, huh? What happened there? And both times I saw the movie, the entire theater goes, what? Huh? What the fuck? No, that's just like it was a horrible edit. Or they didn't have the footage or something. Like, just put more footage in there. Or cut that differently. That was so awkward. I don't know. Third one sucks ass. But anyway, this movie made $1.6 billion. This would be number 3. It is the first movie in the Avatar franchise to not hit 2 billion. So it is a a horrible failure. A terrible, terrible failure. 1.6 billion is not good enough because these things cost like 400 million to make. So there's been a lot of talk amongst the Disney executives on whether or not to continue the franchise, A, and then B, whether or not to pivot into like cheaper, shorter, less insanely expensive films. Because these are the longest and most expensive movies ever created by man. Right? So they're thinking about it, man. And there's been many a talk with James Cameron. And apparently, this is a quote from this week. He is taking it as like an insult. This is so big Jim Cameron. He's insulted that the movie did not make 2 billion. And he's taken it as a personal challenge to make 4 and 5 like even better, like way different. He wants them to, he's like 4 and 5 are going to be completely different than 1, 2, and 3. So fucking sign me up, man. I'm super down. If he makes, by the way, if both things happen, if A, he gets greenlit to make 4 and 5, which by the way, they've shot something like 20% of 4 already. While they were shooting 3, they shot like a fuckload of 4. So, the same thing, by the way, happened with 2 and 3 because those movies are identical. And when I read that, it didn't set off any alarm bells in my head. I was like, oh, okay, sure. They just shot them back to back, kind of like Lord of the Rings. But it should have raised more alarm bells because those movies are identical. So are there alarm bells being raised for the 4th one then? Yes, but yes, and Big Jim's on a mission now. Big Jim has taken it as a personal slight that his movie didn't do 2 billion at the box office. So Big Jim is coming to play. He's not fucking around. He took an L. He took 1 L. He's taken 1 L his whole career. Man's allowed to have 1. Right? Anyone with just 1 L under their belt, I think is like a god. So he had 0 and he was an actual, I think, walking god. And now he's got 1. And 1's fine. Every director has at least 1 L. Except for Quentin Tarantino. Yep. So anyway. I'm really looking forward to these. I'm moderately looking forward to these 4 and 5. I was like very excited for the 3rd one. Because I love 2 so much. And I didn't know that it was going to be bad before I got excited, you know? But now that I know it's bad, looking forward to 4 and 5 less so. He's also said that he's going to do some other project and then return to Avatar after the fact. And he will not be handing it to another director. Or no, I'm sorry, don't quote me on that. The original plan was to potentially hand it to another director because he's getting up there and he doesn't want his the rest of his life to be Avatar. And Before the third one, I would have told you, nah, dude, make the rest of your life Avatar. I fucking love 1 and 2. But now that I've seen 3, fire and ass. Dude, fucking get out. Do an original action movie or something. Make the 2026 version of the Terminator. But don't call it the Terminator. Call it whatever the new thing is. Make a new thing. You're James Cameron. If anyone can do it, it's you, brother. So, fucking hell. But I would love to see him go and make like a, the equivalent of a True Lies or The Abyss. The Abyss is way. The Abyss took like fucking 5-7 years. Not The Abyss, but something short, easy, 2 years in and out, then come back to Avatar with a fresh set of eyes. It will have been probably 3 years at least since the last one, and then you start production, and then it's been like 4 to 5 years since the last one, and people care about this again because there was only 3 years between 2 and 3. That's not enough time. It's not enough time. There was like a 12-year gap between 1 and 2. And people were fucking hungry for Avatar. You gotta give them time, man. You gotta give them time. I think Disney has learned its lesson with the Star Wars sequels, and they will start spacing their shit out more often. When was the last Avengers movie we had? 2019. So it's been 7 years since our last Avengers movie, and we're getting one this year. So, maybe they've learned their lesson. But yeah, I got jazzed when I read that headline. I love to see Big Jim energized, Sloppers, I told you that I'm off the rails on my food plan today, intentionally so because of the nicotine thing. I went to CVS earlier to pick up prescriptions for jaw surgery, and I bought a bunch of candy to feast upon today. And I purchased a mother freaking Reese's peanut butter cup. I believe it was the molten lava variety. And I'm gonna post some photos in the episode, but the fucking thing is like 7 months expired. Yeah, September 25 for this molten lava freaking Reese's, and you'll notice some strange white accumulation on top of the fucking Reese's peanut butter cup, dude. And I want to know, Slops, did I just hit the jackpot? Should I sue these fucking people for selling me a Reese's peanut butter cup with mold upon it? Mold upon it, Slops. And I didn't notice until after I took a fucking bite. It does look like I ate the paper underneath it. That's not true. I didn't do that. It just folded strangely. But I took a bite and I was like, huh, that tastes old and shitty and weird. And then I flipped it over and I was like, oh, it expired like 7 months ago. Very cool. And then I looked close, like it caught the light. I was like, oh, I think there's just visible mold on this. And then my next thought was, oh, I wonder if I'm going to get sick. Hope I don't get sick, first of all. But second of all, like, did I just hit the, did I just sue CVS now? I actually put it into Claude. I was like, hey, man. What's up, bruh? Hey, bruh. Say, bruh. What the fuck should I do, bruh? No, I don't talk to it that way. I did ask it what I should do, though. And it was like, take photos of everything, go back to the CVS and ask to speak to the manager, tell them that you just sold me a moldy ass, disgusting ass Reese's peanut butter cup. I think it's mold, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's mold. I don't know. And I want you to take all the rest of these shits off the store shelves, and they'll definitely give you a refund or whatever. But the main objective would be to remove these from the rest of their shelves, right? Prevent this from happening to anyone else. And I was like, I don't give a fuck about that. I want to get paid, brother. I'm trying to get dollars. CVS is a big old company. This is the first time I've ever been like legitimately in the green, rightfully sold something very expired and took a bite of it. And it's like visibly gross, theoretically. Right? But I don't care about the public's well-being. Fuck the public. I just want me to be rich and happy, right? So I didn't tell any of that to Claude. I probably shouldn't have said that into a microphone if I'm going to sue these people, you know? The truth of it is, sloppers, I didn't have the balls. I didn't have the balls to even go back and talk to the manager. I would, it's not that I'm scared of the confrontation, it's that I don't even want to deal with any of it. He's going to make me fill out a form or some shit, and I just don't want to. I don't want to deal with it. It was a $3 L. It's a potentially very, maybe he'll fucking give me a $50 gift card or something. Yeah, but then I'd have to go talk to him. You have to go talk to a guy. It's something to do. It's something to do. That's a good point. Maybe I'll go talk to the guy. Or girl. Maybe I'll go talk to them. Figure out what the deal is. What can be done about this? Because the public's health is at risk. My fucking health is at risk, dude. I took a bite of it. It's over for me. It's over for me. Also, ironically, not ironically, but just bad timing wise, if I do get sick tomorrow, I won't know if it's because of this moldy ass Reese's cup or if it's because I just binged all fucking day today to keep my mind off the nicotine withdrawals. Who's to say? Who's to know? I'm going to just blame it on the Reese's. Document my thoughts. Document my symptoms. Leave a scathing public review. And I'll be contacted immediately by corporate. Hello, this is Reese's Central. We heard you are having some issues with our product. And I go, yes, my local CVS consumer value servitude. I got no idea what CVS stands for. My local CVS sold me an ill-fitting, ill-tasting, moldy-ass, disgusting product. And now my opinion of your brand has been tarnished, Mr. Hershey. I think, where do you get off selling expired candy to consumers? And I consumed it. Where do you get off, sir or ma'am or robot? We're very, very sorry, sir. Here's a fucking $50 gift card to some shit. All you gotta do is sign your life away. Sign away the right to sue, which I'm happy to do for $50 to $100. Maybe I should go talk to these fucking people. I'll go do it right now after this. All right, I'll probably do it right now just because it's something to do. And also, it's a tough conversation, right? But I am in the right. I could get something out of it. And I am White Knight protecting the public, dude. I'm literally Batman. I'm literally fucking Batman, bro. Because they're selling these goddamn shits to unsuspecting people. It's my duty and my honor as a citizen to protect the public. And that's what I'm going to do, goddammit. So I can't wait to report back to you next week on how exactly this went down. My surgery is two weeks and 1 day away. What the fuck am I going to do? We're still figuring it out. There will be Slop. Slop will come out regularly. We're going to figure out how we're going to do it. Until then, Sloppers, God love ya. I appreciate you. Oh, by the way, just as a fun thing, right for the for the select few of you that made it to all the way to the end of the podcast, I'm going to insert a photo of myself that I took. I was doom scrolling, and you do the thing of like you're trading back and forth between the same 3 apps, and none of them are getting you the juice that you want. So I was like fucking like falling asleep almost. And I was like, I wonder what I look like right now. So I opened the selfie camera and snapped a photo of myself, and I'll put it in the episode as we close. That is what I look like when I'm doom scrolling. Absolutely ghoulish, horrific photograph. My God. So yes, that's what I'm doing to myself every time. That's what you're doing to yourself every time. Next time you get into that state, when the dopamine stops hitting, fucking open the selfie camera and take a photo. And you got to do it quick before you laugh, because I fucking took the photo and I looked at it and I just started dying laughing. It is the most horrific looking image. But anyway, that is me. Me one day before I quit nicotine, hopefully forever. Sloppers, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for subscribing. Please press follow, leave me a comment. God love the Slop Nation. I will see you guys in 7 days' time.